Hello and welcome along. Thank you very much for joining us. For me, it's been about 30 minutes. For you guys, it's been about 48 hours since we were last all together. But thank you very much for joining us. Hope you are well. It is Saturday, the 1st of July. Hello, July. Where did you come from? Where did you creep up on us? Thank you very much for joining us tonight. It is another one of the final, it's the final of this pre-recorded run of three back-to-back pre-recorded quizzes. So back to normal scheduled programming next Thursday, although Saturdays will be pre-recorded next week. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Hope you're all well and staying safe. I am still, as you watch this, not as I record it, but as you watch this, I'm still at Silverstone, and I can't even sort of talk about what's going on because I have absolutely no idea. I've never been before. So I can only assume that I'm having a lot of fun. And as I said on Thursday night's pre-recorded quiz, I will be sat watching this because the two people I'm with played since the beginning, so they'll also want to not miss out. So hello to future self. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a good day, and hope you've managed to see what you wanted to see around the track and stuff. But yeah, we'll get started in just under 4 minutes time. Back to normal resumed programming as well. I've pre-recorded. I am pre-recording as a train goes by. But I've written everything tonight, including the answers, unlike Thursday's quiz where the answers were given to me and I had to set a quiz around those. But as always, no quiz jockey tonight. It will be back up and running for you on Thursday night, so don't panic if you have been missing your quiz jockey fix. It will be back on Thursday night. But yeah, other than that, I mean, yeah, nothing really has happened in the last half an hour since I last pre-recorded Thursday's quiz. Got dingbats for no, I haven't. I've got a grid for you for break one. Quite like the grid for break one tonight, and then some of my drawings will return for break two for you this evening. But usual housekeeping rules. So yeah, just grab yourselves a pen and a piece of paper to get yourselves up and running with it tonight. As I say, no quiz jockey. Get yourselves on video calls or whatever you want to do. And yeah, live chat will be on, but as always, please don't put your answers in the comments. Yeah, if you want to say hello on social and stuff, Alex will be on social, so nip on over and say hello to him. I like to say I will be on, but I don't know what the signal's going to be like where we're camping. So for all I know, you know, in the middle of a field on the outskirts of Silverstone, it could be rubbish. I don't know. But we'll find out when I get there. So if I say hello, it's because because I've got a signal. If I don't say hello, it's because I've not got a signal. So yeah, about 2 minutes to go. I haven't really got anything to say. Yeah, just like hum or something. Yeah. Don't know. Oh, actually, no, I do. I don't know whether I mentioned this actually in sort of open. I've just agreed. This is why next Saturday's quiz is being pre-recorded because I'm in London for the day. I've joined the Charity Crisis. I've joined their Experts by Experience panel, and what that means is there's a group of us spread around the country that are going to help not only shape sort of Crisis's own policies and how they're looking after people, you know, from, you know, supporting people before they find themselves homeless, to actually supporting people who find themselves in that situation. But there's all sorts of other things that will come up through the next couple of years, which I've agreed to do with them. So it might be that we're, you know, talking to, you know, government ministers, which I'm already doing anyway, but it's great to have, you know, another route into that to help. You know, like I said, I've become a political activist overnight as I try to help end, you know, and I keep saying this, we're never going to end rough sleeping. It's not, there's not a magic wand that's going to do that. But what we can do is, you know, try and get to it before it becomes a problem. Try and sort of support people before they find themselves at risk of being street homeless. That's the best way to do it, rather than saying we're going to end street homeless. No, you're not. Unfortunately, you're not. That's never going to happen. But what we can do is we can sort of try and find ways to support people. So yeah, that's a nice little new project to get my teeth stuck into. Oh, that's a good point as well. Patreons, if you're watching this and thinking, oh, it's first of the month, first Sunday of the month, tomorrow it'll be Patreon quiz. I did put a post up saying that Patreon quiz will be next Sunday, so a week on Sunday. I'm back from London. I'm only there for the day. So yeah, a week on Sunday will be the next Patreon quiz and Zoom meeting. And there should also be some details next week as well about the competition that I'm launching, the Quiz Championship. I'm launching. It's going to be open for all Patreons as well, and I've just realized the time is, so yeah, there's going to be a Patreon quiz competition coming, but more about that during the week on Patreon, and I might talk about it a bit later on in the quiz. That didn't work. Then it did. Yeah, so we're on the old slides as well tonight. So it is Saturday, dun 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 dun, the 1st of July. Thank you very much for joining us. It is Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz, pre-recorded for this Saturday evening. 50 questions as always, plus your breaks and stuff. But we start as we always do. We start as we mean to go on. With some entertainment questions. So yeah, if you're with us on Thursday, it's back to normal service. I have written all of the questions and answers tonight. There's only half an hour between the recording, so I don't even know how Thursday night went down. I'm sure it was fine. But let's kick it off. Entertainment number 1. So Luciano Pavarotti hit number 2 in the UK singles chart in 1990 with which song? So Luciano Pavarotti hit number 2 in the UK singles charts in 1990 with which song? I'm just trying to move all my things around because I wasn't in the right place set up. There we go. Number 2. Number 2, name the film. So name the film pictured here for number 2. Number 3, what was the name of the 80s/90s TV drama that focused on the lives of Blue Watch from Blackwall Fire Station? So what was the name of the 80s/90s TV drama that focused on the lives of Blue Watch from Blackwall Fire Station? Number 4, Adam and the Ants wanted to stand and what in 1981? So Adam and the Ants wanted to stand and what in 1981? Number 5, complete the name of the 1977 movie Close Encounters of the What Kind? So complete the name of the 1977 movie Close Encounters of the What Kind? Number 6, name the TV show pictured here. Do you want me to go and get Jack? Name the TV show pictured here for number 6. Number 7, the biggest single, sorry, that's why I've removed the word selling. The biggest single of 2020 was Blinding Lights by whom? Because the streaming's all got chucked into it after a few years, didn't it? So the biggest single of 2020 was Blinding Lights by whom? Number 8, name the actor pictured here. So name the actor pictured here for number 8. Number 9, name the TV show pictured here. So name the TV show pictured here for number 9. And finally, question number 10. In what year did TFI Friday make its TV debut? Independence Day topped the box office, and the compilation albums Now 33, 34, and 35 were released. So in what year did TFI Friday make its TV debut? Independence Day topped the box office, and Now 33, 34, and 35 were released. I remember a time when you used to get excited when they were coming out. Started off on tape. I think they even started off on record, you know, and then into tape and then into CD. I don't even know if they're still doing now. That's what I call music. Something to look at. So round 2 then this evening is geography for you. 10 of these kind of questions, 10 geography questions would make more sense. Starting with this. What is the currency of Mexico? So what is the currency of Mexico? Question number 2. Cape Verde is an island just to the west of which continent? It's actually an archipelago. But Cape Verde is an island archipelago just to the west of which continent? Or is it an archipelago? I'll have to have a look. Good old archipelago. Number 3, Hollywood is in which US state? One for our friends over there in America. But Hollywood is in which US state? Number 4, the River Jordan flows into which sea? So the River Jordan flows into which sea? Number 5, what is the largest city in Pakistan by population? So what is the largest city in Pakistan by population? Number 6, red and what other colour make up the flag of Poland? So red and what other colour make up the flag of Poland? Flipped another flag question in. I'm going. He said he wasn't doing any more flag questions. We're glad we got rid of him. Number 7, Cathay Pacific is the flag carrier for where? So Cathay Pacific is the flag carrier for where? And number 8, what is the world's longest mountain range? So what is the world's longest mountain range? Number 9, which English city has more miles of canals than Venice? Definitely more miles of canals than Vienna. But which English city has more miles of canals than Venice? And your final geography question for this evening is, in which country would you find Robben Island? So in which country would you find Robben Island? So round 3 then is science and nature. Science and nature for you. Kicking off with number 1. I don't know why I said it like that. Number 1, what is bigger, a meteoroid or an asteroid? So what is bigger, meteoroid or asteroid? Number 2, a normal human has how many pairs of ribs? So a normal human has how many pairs of ribs? Number 3, which planet is named after the Roman messenger to the gods? Which planet is named after the Roman messenger to the gods? I think he was a Roman messenger. Doubting myself on a lot of these questions today, but we'll be all right. We'll get through it together. Number 4, Alfred Nobel is said to have invented which explosive? Oh, and then a song goes into my head that ties into the explosive. That's bad. I'm not going to get that out of my head for a while. But Alfred Nobel is said to have invented which explosive? Number 5, the pollex is the correct name for which body part? So the pollex is the correct name for which body part? Number 6, anemia is caused by deficiency of what? So anemia is caused by deficiency of what? Ooh, no, cursor's not on screen, that's fine. Number 7, the computer acronym IRL. What does the R stand for? So the computer acronym IRL, what does the R stand for? Number 8, puma and lynx belong to which animal family? So the puma and the lynx belong to which animal family? Number 9, at which value do Fahrenheit and centigrade meet? Get together, have a coffee, chat about, their day. Who's been too hot, who's been... At which value do Fahrenheit and centigrade meet? Slowly losing the plot. And finally, number 10, what nationality... Oh, he's back again. What nationality was Alfred Nobel? So what nationality was Alfred Nobel? Changed my whole week this week to put the two quizzes together. So I've kind of condensed like 5-6 days worth of work into 2 really, rather than 3. But yeah, Alfred Nobel. So if you know Alfred Nobel well and what he's been up to and what his nationality was, you've got 2 points. Okay, right. That's all of your questions for the first part of the quiz, your first 30 in the bag. So for your first break, it was some weird... I was looking at something for next week's quiz, and I was looking at some singers and artists and stuff, and there was some that popped up, and I didn't realise that they'd never had a UK #1 single. And some of them are massive, massive artists, and you think, how have they never had a UK #1? So I thought I'd see how many of them you would know. So coming up on screen, there's going to be 20 artists. And all you need to do is find the 10 who haven't had a UK #1 single. Nice and simple, he says. I'm not doing it. Right, here we go. I'll pop them up on screen and I'll be back with you after the break. Okay, time's up. I'm just going to take myself off screen because for some reason I'm trying to move myself up and it won't let me move myself up. So I'm just going to take myself off screen because I'm covering over Bonnie Tyler. Oof, I'm going to cover over Bonnie Tyler. Bless Bonnie Tyler. Sorry, Bonnie, if you're watching. She's not watching. Right, so I'll give you the answers to these in just a moment. Let's see how you did. Yeah, there's going to be some surprises. There's going to be ones that will surprise you. Okay, right. Pens down, marking pens in hand. Let's see how many of these you got. And there. So these haven't had a UK #1 single. Aerosmith. I mean, forget, the iconic theme tune to Armageddon with I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. But think of some of the other ones they've had. Shocking. I can't believe they've never had a UK #1. Muse as well. Never had a UK #1. Green Day. Morrissey. I don't know how Morrissey's never had a UK #1. Another one, Guns N' Roses as well. Never had a UK #1 single. Radiohead, Texas, again, both of those never had a UK #1 single. Bjork, I thought got to #1, but evidently not. So yeah, so nothing for Bjork. Amy Winehouse. She'd had #1 albums, but never got a UK #1 single. Even with like Valerie and stuff, I thought that would have put her at #1, but yeah. And Foo Fighters as well. Yeah, Foo Fighters never had a UK #1 single. So yeah, a few surprises there when I was looking at something for next week. In fact, to be honest, I was just looking at music artists and just looking at the charts, and yeah, started realizing how many big. And there's loads more. There's loads more names that you think have had a UK #1 single. But actually haven't. It's it's quite. Yeah. And then you get the likes of Bob the Builder and Teletubbies who have had a #1. I don't know. What is the world coming to? Mind you, that was the 90s. I suppose we'll let it off. Right, let me just sort this out. That one there. That's fine. And do that. Is that right? Yeah, cool. Sorry, I'm just making sure everything's ready to go for when I push the button to transition across from this one to bringing the slides back up. But yeah, get your answer sheets ready to go. Let's find out how you did for the first part of the quiz. 30 points available for you. You actually have to transition across, Jay. You have to push the button. There you go. There we go. Okay, let's see how you did. We kicked off with entertainment #1. Luciano Pavarotti, another one who's not had a #1 single. Hit #2 in the UK singles chart in 1990 with which song? It was Nessun Dorma. Because he performed it at Italian 90 and then released it. Went to #1. #2, name the film. It's Inside Out. Never watched that all the way through, I've just realised. #3, what was the name of the 80s, 90s TV drama that focused on the lives of Blue Watch from Blackwall Fire Station? It was London's Burning. Really wouldn't want to live on their patch, the amount they were out. Mind you wouldn't want to know any of them, the amount of scrapes they got into as well. #4, Adam and the Ants wanted to stand and deliver in 1981. #5, complete the name of the 1977 movie. It's Close Encounters of the Third Kind. #6, name the TV show. It wasn't Thomas the Tank Engine, it was Chuggington. It's like Thomas the Tank Engine, but a bit updated. It's like electric instead of steam. #7, the biggest single of 2020 was Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. Oh, there's another train going by. Train. Actually, people on that as well. #8, name the actor. It was Crocodile Dundee himself, Paul Hogan. #9, name the TV show. That was Chuckle Vision. Chuckle Vision. And #10, in what year did TFI Friday make its TV debut? Independence Day topped the box office, and now 33s, 34, and 35 were released. It was 1996. That's what I was going to look at in the break. I was too busy sorting the website out. Should have had a look and seen if now that's what I call music still going. Someone will have let me know, and I'll get the answer by Saturday night. Round 2, geography. #1, what is the currency of Mexico? It's the Mexican peso. Sorry, I just realised I'm in something now. #2, Cape Verde is an island just to the west of which continent? It is Africa. Number 3, Hollywood is in which US state? It is in the state of California. Number 4, the River Jordan flows into the Dead Sea. Number 5, what is the largest city in Pakistan by population? It's Karachi. Number 6, red and what other colour make up the flag of Poland? It is white. Number 7, Cathay Pacific is the flag carrier for Hong Kong. That's why I didn't say which country. Number 8, what is the world's longest mountain range? It's the Andes. Hot fuzz joke in there somewhere, but I won't make it. Number 9, which English city has more miles of canals than Venice? It is Birmingham. And number 10, in which country would you find Robben Island? It is South Africa. And round 3 was science and nature. Here we go. Number 1, what is bigger? Meteor. Ooh, hold the phone. Hold the phone. I think that's wrong. I think I've put the wrong one up. Meteor. See, even on pre-recorded you get asteroids are smaller than the planet, but they are larger than the pebble-sized objects we call meteoroids. Right? No, I am right. I must have double-checked this myself. I thought meteoroid for some reason. Oh yeah, asteroid for number 1. I could edit this out, but I'm not going to because otherwise you wouldn't get the same feel as you do on a live quiz. Number 2, a normal human has how many pairs of ribs? They have 12. Number 3, which planet is named after the Roman messenger to the gods? It's Mercury. Number 4, Alfred Nobel is said to have invented dynamite. For some reason, the song Miss Dynamite came into my head. Number 5, the pollex is the correct name for the thumb. Number 6, anemia is caused by deficiency of iron. Number 7, the computer acronym IRL. What does the R stand for? It is real, as in real life. Number 8, a puma and lynx belong to the cat family. Number 9, at which value do Fahrenheit and centigrade meet? It is -40. And number 10, what nationality was Alfred Nobel? He was Swedish. So there you go. That is your first 30 questions and answers for you. How are you getting on? Go and let Alex know, because we know for definite that Alex is always there for us on the other end. So go and let him know how you're doing so far. 30 points available. Anyone on for hashtag Club 50 tonight? Let us know. Still to come, connections round and general knowledge. I like the connections round tonight. And I know there is going to be a few people that I know personally who play the quiz who are going to kick themselves over this tonight, because they should know it. There is no reason why they shouldn't know it. And they are going to kick themselves when I give them the answer. Because I personally don't think they'll get it. A lot of you will, but I don't think the people that I know who should know this. I'm talking cryptically, but if I talk any, because there's a lot of people I know who watch, so, and a lot of people I talk to, so I can't give too much away, otherwise I'll end up giving away the answer. When we get to the answer, if you didn't get it and you know you should have done, and you know me personally, disappointed. Right, let's kick it off. Okay, connections round as always, 9 questions. Question number 10, what links all of the answers together? Let's kick it off then with this. So, a piece of cloth or other material used to mend or strengthen a torn or weak point is called what? Beginning with the letter P. Thin clothing or sails, maybe, actually, for some bizarre reason came to my head. But a piece of cloth or other material used to mend or strengthen a torn or weak point is called what? Beginning with the letter P. Number 2, according to the idiom, it's better to be born what than rich? So according to the idiom, it's better to be born what than rich? Number 3, which musical artist once went by the stage name of an unpronounceable symbol? Also squiggly symbol, I think, at some point. But which musical artist once went by the stage name of an unpronounceable symbol? Number 4, what was the name of the lane that the Beatles sung about in 1967? So what was the name of the lane that the Beatles sung about in 1967? Ah. Number 5, what name was given to the style of music that saw Jamaican ska fused with punk rock and new wave music? So what was the name given to the style of music that saw Jamaican ska fused with punk rock and new wave music? Number 6, if salt is in one, traditionally, what should be in the other? I think that was supposed to be a picture question I was supposed to do. Well, I think you'll get where I was going with it anyway. If salt is in one, traditionally, what should be in the other? Number 7, what kind of spinner is this? So what kind of spinner is this? Number 8, what name is given to the rod used to check the oil in Avengers? In Avengers. What name is given to the rod used to check the oil in a vehicle's engine? I've been called this many times. Number 9, what J is a precious stone, typically a single crystal, smoothed and polished for use as an ornament? More a generic term rather than... Yeah. What J is a precious stone, typically a single crystal, smoothed and polished for use as an ornament? And as always, question 10. What links them all together? So what links all of those 9 answers together? I am genuinely hoping some people I know are sat there right now going, eh. Apologies if you're sat at home going, eh. But yeah. You will, if you're not sure, if you've got it, well done, congratulations. I think this is one of the trickier ones I've done, but I quite like it. If you've got it, well done. If you haven't, you are going to kick yourself. Because I've not gone with the obvious ones for it. Because if I've gone with the obvious ones, then you'd have got it straight away. Anywho, let's finish off as we always do with the Jebril knowledge round. 10 random Jebril knowledge questions, and it's frozen. And it's frozen. Do that. Let's try that. Yeah, there we go. Question number 1. In bingo, what number is represented by 2 little ducks? So in bingo, what number is represented by 2 little ducks? Question number 2. In 1648, the Netherlands had their independence from which country recognised? So in 1648, the Netherlands had their independence from which country recognised? Number 3. Which of the Olympic-class ocean liners was the first to be launched? Was it the Titanic, the Olympic, or the Britannic? So which of the Olympic-class ocean liners was the first to be launched? Was it the Titanic, the Olympic, or the Britannic? Number 4. Embark Sly is an anagram of which snooker player? So Embark Sly is an anagram of which snooker player? Now, if you don't know snooker players, just try and find a first name, and then you'll just make something up with the letters you got left. Number 5. Which poet wrote, "I wandered lonely as a cloud"? So which poet wrote, "I wandered lonely as a cloud"? I lost my pen. Number 6. In which month is St. Andrew's Day celebrated? So in which month is St. Andrew's Day celebrated? Number 7. What is the highest hand in poker? So what is the highest hand in the game of poker? Number 8. The Archers is a long-running soap on which radio station? Sorry, I had a real bad itch in my eye then. The Archers is a long-running soap on which radio station? Number 9, what is the name of the game in which you have to act out the answer without speaking? So what is the name of the game in which you have to act out the answers without speaking? And your final question for this Saturday evening is this. In what year was the current size 5p piece introduced for the first time? Was it introduced in 1985, 1990, or 1995? So in what year was the current size 5p piece introduced for the first time? Was it 1985? Was it 1990? Or was it 1995? Okay, there we go. So that is all of your questions for this evening. Another short break coming up and another look into the brain of me, basically, as I have 9 more of my drawings. Now, they do have a common theme. Let me just make sure I've got set up on this one, that one on, that one on, that one on. So they are all places. So there is some UK, there is a couple of countries. There's at least one country in there. There's some UK places, etc, etc. So they're just names of places is the best way I can describe this. Good luck, everybody, and I'll see you after this. I've got the same problem I've got again that I'm covering myself over. So let me just turn that off, that off. I'll drop myself out. Oh, tab. Lost myself. That one there. Oh, okie dokie. Yeah. It's broken. It's broken. It's broken. Right, I'll give you the answers to these. The insight into my brain. I spoke to somebody actually last week, and they said your drawings are getting better. Not 100% sure. Anyway, right, here they are in 3, 2, 1, boom. So number 1 was High Wycombe. Number 2, yes, they were cars, and that was the answer of Redcar. Number 3 was Poole, and they're in Dorset. Number 4 is Hull. Quite like number 5, Sydney. And number 6 I thought was quite clever as well, Canada. I like that. I liked it. It was the idea I came up with. I was like, Canada. Ooh. Number 7 was Rhodes. Number 8 is Jersey. Give me some groans at that one. And number 9 it was New York. How did you get on with those? Sure, I can bring some more to the party next week. Just need to think of some things. Need to think of things to draw. That's the problem. Because I've got loads of things that I can sort of put into dingbat form, but it's working out how to draw them to translate it so that you've got half a chance of working out what they actually are. Right, get your marking pens together. Just trying to work out where I am. Right, yeah. Okay, so if I do that and then do that. Right, let's put you out of your misery if you're struggling with the connections round. If you're struggling with this one, you're not going to like Thursdays. Anyway, let's see how you got on with question number 1. A piece of cloth or other material used to mend or strengthen a torn or weak point is called what, beginning with P? It is patch. Number 2, according to the idiom, it's better to be born lucky than rich. Number 3, which musical artist once went by the stage name of an unpronounceable symbol? It is Prince. Number 4, what was the name of the lane that the Beatles sung about in 1967? It is Penny. And on that note, has the penny dropped, Disney fans? Number 5, what was given to the style? What name was given to the style of music that saw Jamaican ska fused with punk rock and new wave music? It was called two-tone. Number 6, if salt is in one, traditionally what should be in the other? It should be pepper. Sure, I think I was supposed to, when I wrote this, I think I had a picture in mind, but what I've done now is I start writing and put in brackets picture, and then I know I need to go and find the picture afterwards because it's, you know, easy to do one thing at a time. And I didn't put brackets for picture, and yeah. Number 7, that's my excuse. Number 7, what kind of spinner is this? It is fidget. Number 8, what name is given to the rod used to check the oil in a vehicle's engine? It is dipstick. Are you starting to see a pattern here now, Disney fans? Number 9, what J is a precious stone, typically a single crystal, smoothed and polished for use as an ornament? It is jewel. What links them all together? 101 Dalmatians. It's from various as well. So there's some from the cartoon, the animated film, some from the live action as well, just before anyone wonders. General knowledge then, let's finish off. Number 1 in bingo, what number is represented by 2 little ducks? It is 22. Number 2, in 1648, the Netherlands had their independence from which country recognised? It is Spain. Number 3, which of the Olympic class ocean liners was the first to be launched? It was the Olympic. Year before Titanic. Same captain as well as the Titanic. Number 4, Embark Slides, an anagram of which snooker player? It's Mark Selby. Number 5, which poet wrote, I wandered lonely as a cloud? It was William Wordsworth. Number 6, in which month is St. Andrew's Day celebrated? It is November. Number 7, what is the highest hand in poker? It's a royal flush. Number 8, The Archers is a long-running soap on Radio 4. Number 9, what is the name of the game in which you have to act out the answer without speaking? It is charades. And finally, number 10, in what year was the current size 5p piece introduced for the first time? It was 1990. Yeah. 1990. I didn't realise it was that long ago until I was looking at this. I was curious. I was like, how long have these 5p pieces been around? Are they not due for change? Surely they're due for change now. Right, tot your scores up. So you've got 50 points in total for the main part of the quiz. Tot your scores up and see how you've got on. I've got your tiebreaker. And talking of coins, sticking with the theme of coins, how many variations of the £2 coin have been released into circulation? Now, what I mean by this is I mean the ones that have got the special things on there, like Shakespeare, London Underground, etc. I'm not going to go any further than that. But how many variations of the £2 coin have been released into circulation? So how many of those designs have been released? A lot of people collect them. I went through a phase of collecting the 50p's, but yeah, especially working in the pub. When we had the pub, you know, you'd get all the 50p's coming through. So we used to go through a phase of collecting them. I think most of them have gone now. I've kept hold of the more expensive, more sort of valuable ones. Right, answer then in 3. 47. There are 47 variations of the £2 coin with different designs on that have been released into circulation. As the train goes by, da-dun, 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 da-dun. That'll be off to Rochdale, I would have thought. There we go, 47. Whoever gets nearest to that gets the point. There you go. So that is it for this evening's quiz. Thank you very much, as always, for joining us. Hope you've had fun. Let us know your score, as you always do, across all of our social media platforms. Back, normal service resumed on Thursday night with a live quiz on Thursday. Same time, same place as always. And then next Saturday is pre-recorded, like I said at the beginning. I'm with the Crisis by Experience panel, getting to meet all of them as we set on our journey to help out Crisis and see what we can do. So I'm with them next Saturday, so that'll be pre-recorded, but live again on Thursday night. That is it from me. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you very much for playing. Let us know your scores, and I will see you soon. As always, for me, take care. Stay safe. No, that one.